Welcome to NFT Art Galaxy. Welcome, fans. This is an exciting one. Argonaut 5000 is here. Heard him on a Spaces talking about art that is fraudulent, and he knows how to sleuth it, and we're going to find out how. What we're gonna do, you're gonna walk me through. So this is the Aldino head that I got here, and I guess now it actually has a little red flag on it, a dress flagged. I did see that, but it was eye popping.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great art. I don't know whose art it is. A lot of times I'll tell people flags that make me feel more comfortable buying something, but the only thing I've ever done to check artwork is maybe look at some CGI libraries. Once in a while, I'll do like a quick dive just to say, oh, this is CGI. Is it something somebody's already done? Have they edited it? Have they played with it? But that's a personal thing, some people don't care if it's free license and you're doing whatever with it. I mean, that makes sense. If you're adding things to it or rearranging it, all that stuff is fine. But once in a while, I'll just be like, this is very basic. Let me see if somebody just copied and pasted this or booted up Blender and just took a picture.
So I could just click on this guy. But he used to have a profile, but if you look at this, I mean,
that looks decent. I mean, it looks like, okay, cool. One of the things that, at least for me, is kind of a warning is if I see a collection that says they have 9,905 generative heads, well, that means they're going to need multiple wallets. That means that they should have already generated these things and minted them. If you only see 5 in their collection or 10 in their collection, and you go through their profile and there's nothing else, that kind of, to me, warns me that maybe this isn't exactly on the level. What if Pixel Guys had their 1,000 Pixel Guys minted before they even started? You could go to a wallet and see all of those being created.
Right.
That in itself would be like, okay, they've got a good description, but that's a really high number. Where are those guys?
Yeah. It's common sense. I think that's it's not how everybody thinks when looking at art, but that is a good way to think.
Yeah. But if you go to his profile or their profile, if you click on that link and just pretend it was that picture that you saw and the description you saw, I guess at this point they've AB2 has kind of wiped their URL and description and things like that. But if you actually go click on that profile, if you look at your URL right up there at the top, right there, you're going to see that you can actually copy that wallet address. So in the URL, you're going to see AB2 gallery address / and then that whole thing. And that's the wallet address. So you can actually copy that, paste it at the top in Algo Explorer. So as opposed to the asset, this is the wallet of the person who made that asset.
Okay.
And so if you scroll to the bottom, there's fairly a good amount of transactions. You can see that if you scroll to the bottom, this is page 1 of 17 pages of transactions.
Wow.
And what I do is click on that very right-hand side, just like you did. I scroll right to the bottom, and I can see that 3 algo was transferred into this wallet from another wallet. Some people transferred in from Coinbase. There's plenty of artists that have multiple wallets, and they may be starting a new project. So this isn't a huge red flag, but it does tend to strike me as, okay, well, let's follow the money. Click on that.
So GK went to GZ.
Yep. And this is
so click on GK.
Yep, GK. We want to see who gave this guy money. So real quick, you can just copy that address at the top. You can go back to AB Explorer. You can paste that right in there just to see. Sometimes it's an anonymous wallet. Sometimes it's another project. But look at that.
Another anonymous.
1 deep. And we can see that it's already been flagged and there was a report. So you can click on that report and see what happened.
Susie Sharp.
Look at that. So a wallet that's already been reported for stealing from a blockchain funded this project.
You didn't have to go too far for this one.
Didn't have to. Sometimes you do. They're getting better. I've had to go through accounts where they have like 6 pages, which isn't too much, but isn't too little. And all of it looks legitimate, except one thing. When they make a certain amount of sales, they usually dump it into the funding wallet, even if they made that account from a Coinbase.
Yeah.
They usually find a way to dump money into a funding wallet so that they can generate more of these projects. But this isn't it. Look, you found that he funded it from another wallet. So you can do the same thing, copy. And you can see, you know, you can look at the transactions, see how much that wallet, and there you go.
This is another one, yeah.
This is another one.
Wow. So no.
Now, this one didn't have reports, but obviously something happens because they got they got their content hidden.
Right. Wow.
But if you look at that,
4 pages. Like,
yeah. So he's getting, they're rushing it. Either that one they didn't get to sell enough, or it got picked up immediately.
Wow.
But like I said, they just move on. Some of these people will do 2 or 3 pieces of art. They'll drop it. They'll go ahead and create another wallet. They'll create another project, 2 or 3 pieces, and just repetitively do that. And some of the transactions I've seen is that they just let those wallets be for an extended period of time. But here it is.
But this one has 209 pages. Yeah.
This is one of the, if 22 is one of the funding wallets. So he's not going to have anything. He has, you can see that they're kind of doing meme coins and some other stuff, but 22 is one of the wallets that I realized was a funding wallet. If you go through his transaction history, you're going to see a whole bunch of very small amounts being funneled around. You're going to see some coins being bought, and you're also going to see that at the very beginning, it actually came from Binance. So if you go back to that first page, you can see that I think that they're putting a lot of their money into so all of those accounts at the top where you see that they're transferring money in, it's coming into here. Sometimes they'll transfer out to Binance or Qcoin, or they'll fund other wallets that they use for like Yieldly or Tiny Man transactions, things like that. So they usually all come down to this kind of thing.
Well, my mind is blown, man. I do appreciate this. I think this is amazing. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's all out there on the blockchain. So
yeah.
And like I said, like you,
like I said, it's a little involved, but depending on how much you're willing to spend on art, it's smart to do this for any questionable pieces. But
yeah.
One more thing, one of the things that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, I don't know about anybody else, is when I look at an artist and they have a collection themselves.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That usually makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. But like I said, some projects create a new wallet for a specific project, and they're not going to keep their own personal collection there. But it does make me feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Some people do. I do know other people say that they do have other wallets for their collections, kind of keep it separate. Just for listing sake, with like second if they want to list stuff. But yeah, I mean, ALGO, he's got his creations, which are wonderful. And then
I love this guy.
It's like he's got his collection.
Fun.
So,
I like it.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And I know that the community will appreciate it as well once they get their hands on this information. So thank you so much. And please follow Argonaut 5000. Thank you. Love you, fam.